Thank you so much for clicking on that video. Welcome to Crown of Light Ministries. My name is Samantha. And today I want to talk to you about a dream that I had a few days ago. And this dream was centered in London. So in this dream, I saw a multitude of young black men. Some of them may be of African descent. Some of them may be of Black British descent. Some of them may be of Caribbean descent. And they appeared in various hues of quote-unquote black. These young black men were all dressed in black, and they were armed and dangerous. I recall that the dream started, I was in the London Underground, and people just started running. And I happened to see, funny enough, I happened to see one of my cousins who live in New York. He was in the tunnel, and he was running in one particular direction. And I started running behind him, but then he disappeared. So what that tells me that this event may not only be exclusive to London, but it may also happen in America as well. So let me continue. So as I said, I was running in the tunnel because everyone is running in the London Underground tunnel, and the police was running behind them. And what they were trying to do is they were trying to get everyone from outside, from under the London Underground, and get them above ground, because they wanted to shut down all train stations. Okay? So I made my way above ground, and I saw a crowd of people. They were marching to begin with. They had picket fences and what's not. And then they started running again. But behind them was a multitude. There was this multitude of young black men, ranges from the age of 13 to probably 35. Dressed in all black, and they were armed and dangerous. So they were on opposite ends of the street, and they were like basically quarreling with each other and pretty much opened fire on each other. It was like one of the most scariest dreams that I've ever had. When I woke up, I told my husband about the dream, and I said to him, I said, you know what? I'd rather battle demons in my dream than to be caught in the crossfire of an angry, aggressive, young black man. Right? So anyway, they had guns of various sizes, and they were just shooting each other for no apparent reason. And so one guy turned to me, and because I'm trying to convince some of them to, it's not worth it. You need to put away your guns. And one guy, he started pointing a gun at me, and he's like, "Oh, you sound like the type who has a white man." And I never told him about the color of my partner's, who my partner is. But when I woke up, I told my husband, "Oh man, I wish I could go back in the dream and tell the guy, oh, my husband is indeed a black man." But anyway, in the dream, I didn't felt compelled to tell him the ethnicity of my husband. But because I was trying to get him to put away his gun, he just felt that, I must be shacking up with a white guy. And so they started turning on the police officers and what's not. But there was this part in the dream where I managed to get one of the guys to throw away his gun. And then this other guy that I attempted to speak to, he threw away a small handheld gun and he took out this, I'm not familiar with different guns and all that kind of stuff, but basically he took out a bigger gun. And I'm like, how on earth do these young people have access to these kind of guns? It was a sight to behold. I would say on average, it was approximately at least 10,000 young black men on the streets tormenting the people that was just going about their daily lives and disrupting people's commutes, and was just shooting up the place. They were shooting up the place. They were shooting up each other, and they were also, looking for women who has white partners. So anyway, I came to this. So I was like, at this point, I'm like, you know what? I need to get off the street. So I'm running for my life. So I saw what I was wearing in the dream. And in the dream, I had a head wrap on and I had a dress. And my dress was like below my knees and I had some flats. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to run in these shoes? But anyway, I jumped over a few fences and I came to this black lady's backyard. And I took a rag from off of her line that she had in her backyard. And I think I tried to wipe myself and stuff because I was sweating. And then she said to me, so I begged her to basically to take me into the house for safety. And she refused. And her reason was that I took her dirty rag off the line to use it. And for that, I deserve to be killed. I was like, oh my gosh. And so I stood there and I tried to negotiate with this woman why she should take me into her house for safety because of things that's going on the outside. And she didn't budge. So I left her place and I got to another house and I begged another lady to take me into for safety. And she did. And I woke up. So what that dream has led me to believe is that there will be some form of civil unrest among the black community. I also believe that there will be some form of racial war, national and probably international war. So ladies and gentlemen, you just need to be aware of the times that we're living in. And pray that if this event do happen, that you're not caught in the midst of it. Because it was not a pretty sight. Anyway, and that's all I want to share with you for now. Until next time, shalom.